Your son went missing, but police said to you, didn't they, just wait, it'll be all right, he's probably just, you know, just gone missing for a short period of time, he'll be back. What was it that you were feeling that told you in your gut you needed to get out there and find him?
Yeah, well, with Samuel, if you know Samuel, he's a very quiet kid, very straight down the line, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, and he's a very reliable child. And when we sent him text messages and everything like that, he didn't return any messages, so we thought that was very, very strange.
Your mind was racing, as it does as a parent, when you know that they've gone missing and something's wrong. But you recalled, didn't you, something that had happened on the same stretch of road that you knew that he'd been on. What had happened in that case?
Yeah, well, in that case, I don't know how long ago, about 5 to 7 years ago, a gentleman shot off the same road about 1 kilometre back the other way, and he wasn't found for about 7 days, and unfortunately he passed away. And that stuck in my mind because there was no marks on the road or anything to say where he went off, so no one knew where to look or how to look. So it's just stuck in my mind. If Samuel shot off the road, the only way I'm going to find him when there's bush along the roads there is by helicopter or by air. So that's what made me go with that.
Yeah, so Lee, when Tony turned up and said, look, my son's gone missing, I need a helicopter to help search for him, what were you thinking?
Well, I could tell by Tony's demeanour that he was serious and that he was in a bit of distress and quite anxious, and looked fairly fatigued. So we certainly took him seriously from the moment we heard what he was telling us, and we began to formulate, as a pilot, you start thinking, how am I going to approach this?
And how long did it take then from when Tony had turned up to getting the helicopter into the air to eventually actually finding Samuel in his car crash?
I think from the time Tony walked in the door to the time we identified the car would have been 45 minutes?
Yeah, 45 at the most. I went down to where the car is and stood up top for quite a while, or not for quite a while, for a while, not wanting to go down there because he was afraid of what he was going to find. So I think, from what I can gather, when Lee went back over the top of Samuel, I think the helicopter noise has woken him up, or he's put his head up, and my brother just seen him and just ran down there 1,000,000 miles an hour and sent me a text, he's alive.
Wow.
And that was just, yeah, unbelievable relief.
He'd been trapped in the vehicle for almost 30 hours. He was dehydrated, he had serious injuries, he had broken bones.
At the moment, he's come out of intensive care this afternoon. They've removed the breathing tubes and feeding tubes. He is actually talking, eating and drinking.
Well, you must send him our best. It's an extraordinary story. And Lee, I think just an adage on the end of that is that you and your company refused to take any of Tony's money that he wanted to pay for the hire of the helicopter, did you?
Well, initially, Tony's wife, Lee, once they'd had the news that Sam was in hospital and safe, came to visit with Michael, it's Samuel's uncle. And the money was thrust into my hands, into my stomach actually, and big hugs all round and tears, and that was all quite emotional. And I handed the money to the office, and our CEO wasn't there at the time. And after a discussion the next day, we all decided that it wouldn't be right for us to profit on something so serious.
Well, you've saved the young man's life, and you know, that's the prize. That's for everybody.
Payment, yeah.
Absolutely, that's the payment. Lee, Tony, we are thrilled to talk to you. Absolutely fantastic. Your gut instinct proved absolutely right, and all the very best to Samuel.